Well, here to decide your fortune? No? Well, then get on out of here. Not anymore. Not after.
It's that time again. It's opening night of Howl O Scream in Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Let's get it started.
It's a little bit hard.
First house of the night, Killarney Diner. Lines don't look too bad so far. Maybe 15-20 minutes at the most. All right, second house, Nevermoor. Killarney Diner was exactly the same as it was last year. It was pretty good. It was full of scare actors. A solid house, tons of jump scares. But yeah, it was basically exactly the same as it was. Turned out to be a 12-minute wait. See how long this one is. Nevermoor Chapter 2 is basically a walk-on. All right, Nevermoor Chapter 2. Decent house. Not as many scare actors in there. There's a couple decent jump scares. But there was a few places where you could tell it looked like there should be somebody there that wasn't. Definitely needs a little bit of fog in there. Or dim the lights a little bit more or something. It just, you can see too many of the edges of the sets and things like that. But overall, a decent house. Killarney Diner's still better. All right, So Crow Bar. You got your choice of draft beer, bottled beer, or sodas. Also, Marco Polo's is not open. They do have a show. 7:30, which is about 10 minutes. Thought about catching it and grabbing some dinner. Marco Polo's isn't open today. No food options over here. All right, this one seems new. It's called Stone Cold Spirits. It says pour your perfect beer. These pours are stone cold. Interesting.
Very simple. It's called perfect pour because we assume the consumer may not even know what the recipe is for shock top or Sam Adams. So the heads are programmed to be recipe perfect. RFID tag tells them whether you have any fills left. But the pour pattern, the flow rate, and the recipe, they bring it all together and make sure they deliver it just as it's supposed to get.
It's pretty cool. Never seen that before.
First theme park installation.
Really? All right, house number 3, Inferno. This is the last of the 3 outdoor mazes or indoor mazes. After this, it should be dark enough. We'll start hitting some of the outdoor mazes. And this one also looks like a walk-on. All right, house number 3 was Inferno. Decent house. It's in number 3 right now, though. Not a ton of jump scares. Decent amount of people. Sets were pretty good. The best part of that one was the burning smell throughout the house. They could use a little fog. A little bit of fog in there made a big difference, especially with the theme. Next house, Deathwater Bayou. So no scare actors infested this year. Not very Halloween feeling over here, but maybe they'll add some more. It's only first week. Deathwater Bayou was really good. Theming wise, it was up there right along with the Killarney Diner. Killarney definitely had more jump scares and more actors in it, but the details in this one were really good, and they still had some really good scare points. So really, it's tied for #1 right now, so I'll have to think about it. Some of the Howl O Scream merch for the year. There's the house shirt. I'm pretty sure that's last year's shirt. Right next to this year's shirt. Last year's shirt, $34.99. And this year's shirt, $36.99. I wonder how many people will buy the wrong shirt and not realize it. Now it's time to get some food and see Phantoms of the Fest House. Here's what we're working with for food. Looks pretty much like the regular park menu. Nothing special for Howl O Scream here. Fifth and final house, Witch of the Woods. So Witch in the Woods, the fifth and final house of the night. It was also my least favorite house. It's pretty much the same layout as every previous year. Even the theme is fairly similar to every other year. There's a few jump scares in there, not many. There's a decent amount of scare actors. But again, it just wasn't different enough from all the previous years to make it high up on the list. So that comes in at #5. Let's take a look at some of the event merchandise. This has got a real 90s look to it. This year's event shirt. Unlike what they're selling over here, which is last year's event shirt. We've also got a big rack of them here by the door. But they're still regular price. Alright, so that was a pretty good opening night of Howl O Scream. This is probably the lowest crowd I've ever seen for a Busch Gardens Williamsburg opening night of Howl O Scream. We walked on just about everything. The longest wait we had was for probably Deathwater Bayou, and that was 10 minutes maybe. Other than that, everything was a walk-on. All right, so here's my final rating. Killarney Diner was number 1. Deathwater Bayou was number 2. Now, both of those are really close together. Probably will switch back and forth in the next couple of weeks. Nevermoor Chapter 2 was number 3. Witch of the Woods, that's probably 4. Inferno, 5. Those two were pretty equally low. Probably Witch in the Woods might be number 5 and Inferno 4, but definitely Killarney Diner and Deathwater Bayou were the best. But overall, yeah, no crowds here tonight. Great weather. Scare zones are pretty good. Chainsaws, the roaming groups. Good night. And with that, see y'all later.